Okay, fixing your gut with fasting. Is it possible? Heck yeah, it's possible. In fact, not only is it so possible, I see it over and over and over again in my clinic, in my resetter community. This is your go-to fast in order to repair your gut. So what does the research say? Well, really famous study. It was put out, it was done by MIT, so put out by MIT News. And I'll just read the top here. Biologists find a way to boost intestinal stem cell populations. And it was done on mice, so it's not a human study. But the study suggests that a 24-hour fast will stimulate stem cells and protect the gastrointestinal tract from age-related diseases. The 24-hour fast is so powerful for changing the microbiome that it affects everything from cardiovascular disease. We've talked about how it can affect blood pressure. We've talked about how it can really affect weight loss, and all of that is because we are making changes to the microbiome. So this is really exciting when we see that we're getting intestinal stem cells. So what are intestinal stem cells? Well, what I want you to remember is that a stem cell is a cell that can go anywhere in the body and create repair. When you are eating all day, you are injuring your mucosal lining of your gut. And you're damaging, you're killing good bacteria, you're creating a situation that's like a leaky gut where toxins and undigested food can get into your bloodstream, and you are literally destroying that inner mucosal lining, especially if you're eating the standard American diet. Now, if you're not eating the standard American diet, and you're eating good things, you watched my video on what to break a fast with, then you're actually, that part of your gut might be healthy. But when we go 24 hours without food, we reboot those intestinal stem cells. Those intestinal stem cells go into this lining and start to repair it so that you can make good neurotransmitters that keep your brain happy, you keep your immune system strong, everything in there. Serotonin, dopamine, all those yummy hormones that we want, the breaking down of estrogen that so many menopausal women need. This is all enhanced with a 24-hour fast and a reboot of your digestive system. Now, what if you actually have a gut problem? You're not just looking for the secondary side effects of a 24-hour fast. You're like, I legit have like gut dysbiosis, leaky gut, Candida, parasites, Sibo. Can a fast like this help? And my response to you is, not only can it help, I actually do not think you will get very far in the overcoming those conditions without the use of the 24-hour fast. So for something like Sibo, now Sibo is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and it is when you get the bacteria in the wrong part of your intestine. It's in the small intestine, not the large intestine. They meander up into that small intestine. And you know you have Sibo because when you eat vegetables, your stomach gets really bloated. That's a classic example of Sibo. So when you use it for things like Sibo, where you're throwing these 24-hour fasts at you, all of a sudden you may start to notice over time you can eat vegetables and you're not having that reaction. What about something like Candida, where you have like crazy cravings for sugar? Well, let me tell you, and my friend Jesse Itzler is a great example of this. If you've not followed Jesse on Instagram, go follow him. He is starting his fasting journey, and we are having so much fun working together and seeing changes that he's making in his body. And one of the things he said to me was, my cravings have changed. Why have my cravings changed? It's because he's doing 24-hour fasts, and it's changing the microbiome and allowing the good bacteria to grow and the bad bacteria to go away. So bad fungus, like things like Candida, are dying off, and he's not craving the carbs that he used to crave. Well, we all have seen that. I used to crave chocolate all the time. Don't crave it anymore the more I'm throwing these longer fasts, because when you change the microbiome through fasting, you change your cravings. What about if you are gaining weight for no particular reason? Well, there's actually a bacterial ratio called Firmicutes to Bacteroides. And when you have too much Firmicutes, and you get too much Firmicutes, by the way, from too many antibiotics and the standard American diet, when you have too many Firmicutes, when you're eating a meal, you're actually storing more calories as fat. When your Firmicutes are down and you have a good Firmicutes to Bacteroides ratio, we call it the FB ratio, you can eat more than somebody who has a lot of Firmicutes. You can eat a lot more and you will not store those calories as fat. That is how pivotal this microbiome is. And when you start throwing 24-hour fasts at this, you can change that Firmicutes Bacteroides ratio. What about if you just went on like a round of antibiotics? So antibiotics kill all the good and bacteria in your gut. Well, let's do some post-antibiotic repair by more 24-hour fasts. So anything that is gut related and has to do with the microbiome is going to benefit from a 24-hour fast. Now, what are some of my other favorite hacks for repairing the gut? Now, for starters, hopefully you guys know, you guys that have been around for a while, or around my channel for a while, you know I love the Gut Zoomer. The Gut Zoomer is an incredible tool for being able to know, do you have more Firmicutes than Bacteroides? Do you have Sibo? Do you have Candida? These things the Gut Zoomer will tell you. So if you just put Gut Zoomer in the notes or in your comments, we'll send you a link to that. So Gut Zoomer is a great way to know where you're at. My other favorite hack, my friends Dr. Zach Bush and his amazing team have created this incredible product called Ion Biome. Let me tell you what this is and why it's important to you. What Zach discovered was that there was helpful bacteria that our vegetables and our foods used to grow in, and we are missing that bacteria because of the way that we farm today. That bacteria has gone down into lower levels and we're not growing our food in it. And that's the bacteria that closes down a leaky gut kind of situation. So another great hack is I like to do a tablespoon in the morning of Ion Biome to repair any leaky gut and to bring that bacteria back into my digestive system. So you can just put Ion Biome in the notes. We'll send you a link for that as well. And then the last hack, don't forget hyperbaric oxygen will help to repair the gut microbiome and something like your Pulse PEMF frequency machine. So there are a lot of cool ways you can hack the gut outside of fasting. I love fasting first, especially for the gut. You give me any gut problem, I'm gonna throw some 24-hour fasts at it, and you'll start to see that there's gonna be a massive change over time. Hopefully, if you're not excited about a 24-hour fast, hopefully you are now. Like I say, you're a miracle, and when you throw fasting at your body, you not only repair your human cells, but you repair your bacterial cells, and the 24-hour fast will show you that. Hope that helps. Okay, if you've made it this far in the video, it's a sign. You definitely need to subscribe. And if you want to learn more, if you love that video and you want to dive into more of the information I have on this channel, go to this video.